Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you how to do Ranger's ability from Quake Champions. So Ranger's ability is called the Dire Orb, and what it does is basically it is going to spawn a sphere, as you can see right here, and you'll be able to teleport at it, and then when you're going to teleport, you're going to punch the enemy in the face and you're going to kill him. Or at least most of the time you are going to kill him. So I've just used this wall right here, all the walls right here, because I had no characters to kill. So this is what I'm going to do today. So let's begin. So this is the blueprint in the character, and this is the blueprint in the actual orb. So let's begin. So first, what we want to do is to create a new variable called Dire Orb, or actually you can call it whatever you want, but make sure it is an actor. Okay, then we want to check if this is valid or not. It's basically like having a branch and checking if it's valid or not, because this node right here has two forms. His first form is like this, is valid, and if you see here it's a return value that is a boolean, so you can use that with branches as well. But I prefer this form of it. Okay, so let's compile. Then what we want to do, if it is not valid, which is probably going to be, it is not going to be valid at first, we want to spawn the Dire Orb. So just create the actor and we will do it later. So just create the actor, put it here, and then let's see how we can spawn it. So if I'm going to unplug this from here, at first you're going to have like this, the spawn transform. If you want to save some space, you can go here and split destruct pin, or you can just make transform, I think. Yeah, make transform, but I prefer saving some space. Then again here, get world transform from a scene, and what I'm doing here is that again I'm going to get world transform, and I'm going to have like this, but then I'm going to split destruct pin, and I'm going to plug the return value of the location into the location, and the rotation into the rotation, if I could just get it. Okay, and now let me show you where this scene is located. It is right here in front of the character. Okay, so you just need to have it kind of a little bit in front of him. Okay, then what you want to do is to set the Dire Orb to be the return value from here, and then set a new boolean to be Dire Orb spawned to be true. By default it should be false. If you don't want to use one of these, you can just ignore it. Then if this is going to be valid, which is going to be after it's spawned, we are going to set the actor location, or set the actor locations, that means our character, to the location of the Dire Orb. So why this is going to work, and we are not going to get transformed immediately, that is because we need to press our input action right here twice, because the first time is going to be not valid, and the second time it is going to be valid. And by the way, if you want to get an input action mapping, just go to edit, project settings, and then go to input. So let it load, go to input, and right here at action mappings, make sure you're here and not on axis mappings. Click on this plus sign, give it a name, give it a button, and that's it. Alright, then what we need to do is just destroy the Dire Orb, and then that means that our Dire Orb won't be valid anymore because it was destroyed. That means that we are going to rerun this process right here. Then we are going to set the Dire Orb to, spawned to be false. If you didn't create one, just ignore it again. And then we are going to do a line chase. This line chase is going to be kind of like the punch, which is going to destroy the walls or the characters which are going to have. So what we need to do here is a basic line chase by channel. So line chase by channel right here, get the camera, world location, plug it into the start, get a forward vector, multiply that with a pretty low float because we want it to be a punch. Okay, then add these values up and then plug it into the end. So this is going to set the location and the orientation of the line chase. Then what we need to do is to get from actors to ignore, make an array and plug that there itself, so we won't get any errors. Then what we want to do here is to get out of the return branch, out of the return value we want to get a branch, because that is going to let the engine know that we have actually hit something, because if I'm going to do this here, you're going to see the line trace and it has nothing at the end. If I'm going to hit the wall, you're going to see there a red dot. That means that we hit something. And if we hit something, we want to break the hit result and just destroy the hit actor. Alright, so this is pretty much all for the character. Now let's get into the actual Dire Orb. So, what we want to have here is a projectile movement, which is going to have 0 gravity, and the initial speed and the max speed depends on your game, but for me it's 4000 and 5500. And one thing, by default, actually no, by default here you're going to have a default scene root. So just create a sphere like mine and a sphere collision, as you can see right here. And what you want to do is to drag your sphere collision on top of the default scene root, and then just if it's going to ask you if you want to make it a root or just attach, make it a root, because projectile movements usually don't really work good with the default scene root. So this is why you're going to need your custom one. Okay, so now let's go into the blueprint. What we want to do here on event begin play, we want to set updated component from the projectile movement to be sphere 1. So this way we are going to make sure that we are not going to get any errors, as I said, with the default scene root and the sphere. Since you don't have this default root anymore, you're going to need to put here the sphere. Okay, then we are going to have a delay, and we are going to check if is valid. So if this actor is valid anymore, and if it is valid, we are going to destroy it. And into the input object, we want to get a reference to the self actor. Why we are going to do this? Because if you're going to launch it into the air, after 5 seconds it needs to be destroyed, so we can spawn one more once again. Okay, then what we need to do here is that we need to get our sphere collision, and then we need to get on component begin overlap. We need to check if our actor has a tag. Mine is car. That comes from character, and if you're going to go right here where it says self and the name of your actor, of your character, and you're going to search for tag, here you can set the tags, click on this plus sign, and then set a tag right here. Then what you need to do is to check if the actor has the tag, and if it's going to be false, we are going to destroy it. The reason for that is because we don't want to destroy it like instantly, because this Dire Orb is going to collide with our character at first, because it is too close to the character, and it is going to overlap with his default scene root, actually captured component. So this is why you just want to have the tags. As well, what I think you can do is to delete this actor has tag, and then get player character. Check if this is not equal. Okay, so this goes in here, the other actor goes in here. So if the other actor is not equal to the player character, then we want to do from here, from the true one, go destroy, and that should work as well. So yeah, as you can see, it is working just fine, and it's looking pretty nice. So guys, this was pretty much all for this tutorial. I hope that you liked and enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope that you learned something new from this tutorial, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because it means a lot to me and I really like to see support from you guys. It is just awesome, it was awesome, and it will be awesome. So guys, until next time, goodbye.